Hey everyone, Sean, First Strike Martial Arts. UFC on Fox 22 was on the weekend. After watching that card, especially with the main bouts in that card, does the UFC need a farm league is my question. I believe they do, especially after watching the competitors. You're seeing in other sports, whether it's football, hockey, baseball, there's the minors and they got to work their way up, get that experience. Young athletes need to earn their stripes to be considered they're that top tier competitor. Is the UFC mixing too many people in and more concerned about making a superstar image rather than a top tier competitor with the skill and experience level? We saw Michelle Waterson versus Paige Van Sant. Michelle Waterson, former Invictus champion, good number of fights, easily dominate and submit Paige Van Sant. Paige Van Sant is only 7-3 now, and she's the main event on a UFC card. So she's a young fighter. I could see lots of growth with her, but I'd rather see if you're the main card, you should be the top tier, the best of the best, and you should earn that spot. The co-main event, we saw Sage Northcutt against McHugh. Sage Northcutt, young, up-and-comer, I believe he will be a really great fighter, but he needs that growth. McHugh finished Sage in good fashion, but Mickey's only had 4 pro MMA fights. The 3 guys he beat before Sage have never won a fight. Sage is the first person Mickey's ever beaten professionally that has won an MMA fight. So there's a lot of veterans that deserve to be in that card that you're not seeing. We're seeing these lower tier competitors. We saw Uriah Faber was below them. It was his retirement fight. Uriah is a legend in the sport, fought a very tough Brad Pickett, won on decision. Brad Pickett, again, he's got a lot of fights, a lot of experience. Why weren't they the main event? We even saw way down at the bottom, near the bottom of the card, we saw Eddie Wineland. He's got over 30 fights, wily competitor, tough guy, has fought a lot of great fighters. And here he is near the bottom where we're seeing people with under 10 fights, in the main card. So as a fan, I want to see the top tier, the best of the best. I love, if you're watching the minor leagues compete, because it's nice seeing the young, hungry people come up. And that's a great way to make someone and watch them, build them as the superstar rather than building them as a superstar because of their appearance, the verbal garbage they say, or whatever way you can sell them. I want to see the top best fighters. I just need to see them train. I need to see them compete and at the best of the best. That's what I'm looking for as a fan. Anyway, I'd love to hear what you think. Comment below, and we'll see you on the next UFC. Cheers.